You may have heard of Minecraft. It was very popular for a long time and remains very well known. But how did it get its fame that it has today? Welcome to episode 22 of Dyllon Explains Everything. My name's Dyllon. In case you couldn't tell by the title, I'm the one explaining everything, including the topic of today, Minecraft. I'm going to be running through a lot of facts, so if you're curious as to where I get my information, be sure to check the description below for a list of links. In 2009, the internet was getting bigger and bigger, and more people were starting to look for things like games on the internet, and therefore tons of people were learning how to program and make video games online. One of these people was a Swedish programmer named Marcus Persson, or as most people know him as, Notch. He started making a game in 2009 called Rubydung, which was a mix between a tycoon and dungeon game. He was trying to get a first-person mode in the game when he found a game called Infiniminer. Zach Barth was a programmer who made Zachtronics, a company that made Infiniminer, which was a mineral-gathering multiplayer game that was first-person, but he abandoned the project after a few months because the source code of the game was leaked. Notch used Infiniminer as a base and added a bit of code and a bit of art from Rubydung, programming it all in Java and making what he called Cave Game, which was the original form of Minecraft. Back before it had a lot of the key features that would make it Minecraft, Notch showed it to a few people and they really liked it. It was very basic and you could barely recognize it as Minecraft now, but they noticed how well it handled frame rates and how well it ran in general, so it got the push it needed to continue development. Eventually, Notch took some artwork from a game called Zombie Town and added it in, as well as a bunch of other features. Eventually, he actually came up with the official name of Cave Game called Minecraft. I gotta say, as iconic as Minecraft is, with names like Cave Game and Minecraft, he really wasn't good at naming things. People loved the game with the new features that he was adding and the new name Minecraft, and eventually Notch added even more stuff like sand, lava, water, and proper graphic and lighting dynamics. Finally, enough development had gone in the game that on June 13th of 2009, Notch released the game in its beta form to the public to buy. And just a month later, 1,000 copies had been sold and 20,000 players were playing the game, allowing Notch to quit his day job and work fully on Minecraft. At this point, tons of programmers started joining Mojang, the company that ran Minecraft and was courted by the company Valve. This was the company that Notch ran, and tons of people like Jeb, who will come up later, joined Mojang. PC Gamer, one of the biggest PC and game news companies there is that makes tons of magazines and different blogs, actually named Minecraft as Game of the Year in 2010, despite the fact that it was barely an official game. Still, it was no wonder why, as Minecraft was loved by people. In January 11th, 2011, it hit 1 million accounts, and just 6 months later in July, it hit 10 million accounts. But shortly thereafter, something would pop up with Minecraft. Thanks to Java, the programming language that the game is using, people were able to modify the game really easily and create things called mods or modifications that just added things they think should be in the game to the game. In fact, Notch even noted some of these and was inspired to make them in the game. Horses and pistons, for example, came from mods that other people had made. At this point, Notch and Mojang in general wanted to appeal to a larger audience and put the game on the App Store for phones, which was a huge market at the time. The problem was Java wasn't meant to handle a heavyweight game on a phone. So instead, when they made the Pocket edition of Minecraft, which is just the phone version, they made it in the programming language C++. Pocket Edition has always been a little behind Java Edition as far as updates go, but it has been just as popular as the computer version of the game, even back then. Then, in November of 2011, at the official Minecon, or Minecraft convention, they announced the end to the game, which they called The End. Like I said, Notch was not very good at naming things, but this officially released the game from beta into 1.0, the official first version. At this point, Jeb, one of the lead programmers that I mentioned before, became the lead programmer as Notch stepped down trying to pursue other projects, which would inevitably flop. After the game's official release, it started selling 17,000 copies a day, and in 2013 it was released on all major gaming systems. It was at this point though that Notch, still the owner of the company, though he handed lead programming to Jeb, who's still lead programmer today, had some pressure going on that made him want to sell the company. In June of 2014, Notch put out a tweet saying he was tired of online pressure and just wanted to sell the company and the game. After confirming he was serious, several companies tried to buy it from him, including Activision, Blizzard, and EA, but it was Microsoft who got the game for $2.5 billion. Funnily enough, when Microsoft first saw Minecraft, it actually thought it was really bad, saying that there was no character, story, tutorial, or good graphics, and therefore it would be a huge flop. But this time, they realized that it wasn't and they should buy it. Typically, when big games like this get bought by bigger companies, they tend to go really bad, like Poptropica and Club Penguin, but this time, it arguably got better after Microsoft bought it. Shortly afterwards, in 2015, Minecon broke the world record for largest convention for a single video game, a record that now goes to Minefair, which is another Minecraft-based convention that happened in 2016. Under the rule of Microsoft, Minecraft started getting ported to nearly every console imaginable, including the Wii U, Windows 10, Samsung Gear VR, and Apple TV, and in 2016, Minecraft reached 100 million copies sold. Minecraft continued growing, adding an Education Edition in order to learn things on Minecraft, and then the Pocket Edition 1.0 update, which actually added the end in the Pocket Edition, and then shortly after was one of the biggest things in Minecraft history, the Bedrock engine. The Bedrock engine basically allowed all the different versions, including Pocket Edition, Windows 10 Edition, and many more, to play together on one world. So you could be on a certain system, and someone else could be on a different system, like Pocket Edition, playing with you if you're on something like Windows 10. This also allowed them to update one version and have the update go across all devices. Of course, everything has a downside, and Microsoft is no different. They did exactly what the other games I mentioned also did, and they added microtransactions into the game, basically allowing you to add useless mods into the game as long as you paid real-world money. This doesn't really add anything to the game, but it just gives them another way to get money, but this one doesn't actually interrupt your experience with Minecraft. As of May 2020, the game has sold 200 million copies and has 126 million players playing every month. The game is still getting really good reviews and getting really good updates, and continuing to thrive as a popular subject on YouTube. For a while, it did fall out of fashion and people stopped playing it as much, but recently has made a huge comeback. Several other Minecraft games have been made, of course, including Minecraft Story Mode, made by Telltale Games, which was basically a choose-your-own-adventure Minecraft-styled game. The problem is, the company went bankrupt while working on it, leading some people to believe that it was the cause for their bankruptcy. Minecraft Earth, an AR game styled like Pokemon Go or Wizards Unite, was also released and got 4 out of 5 reviews on most websites I checked. But after it had come out, most people stopped talking about it, and I haven't heard much about it since then. Minecraft Dungeons was a more RPG-styled Minecraft-themed game, but after it came out, it went kind of quiet for a while, even though it was a really good game. Microsoft has tried to recreate Minecraft in many ways, but has failed to get the same feel that Minecraft had. And honestly, people are pretty okay with the fact that Minecraft probably won't have a sequel or spin-off series because it doesn't really need it. Minecraft is amazing on its own, and it allows for so much creativity and different variations of playing the game. And I'm very happy that I grew up as a little kid playing Minecraft and not Fortnite. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video just as much as people enjoy playing Minecraft. And if you did, be sure to let me know and stick around for next week's video, which comes out every Saturday at 10 a.m. And if you have any thoughts, questions, or suggestions about the video, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And remember, my name's Dylan and I explain everything.